Welcome to your Friday, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your Talking Live Forecast Weekend Edition here on your September the 27th, 2025. Well, we do have some clouds around here for your Friday as we kind of wrap things up. I think we'll see a little more sunshine for the weekend. Some areas over in Georgia will see a few scattered showers on Saturday, but for the most part, I think we're looking at a pretty decent weekend ahead across the area. And of course, we're going to keep a very watchful eye on the tropics. If anybody's having any plans that perhaps head you over to the Carolina coast, you may want to pay attention to this one as well. We got some things to have to do with out there. All right, so let's go take a live look there in Chattanooga. Again, we got some sunshine. We do have a few clouds out there for today. Couldn't rule out a stray shower today, but for the most part, we're going to stay on the dry side. Same here across North Georgia, over toward Lake Chattooga, a little bit better chance for rain chances, not only for your Friday, but also for your Saturday as well. But Sunday's also looking drier over this area as well. Again, not a washout, just watch out for a few showers. Hey, you know, we're also getting into that time of year where we're talking about fall foliage. Now, not a whole lot of changing colors out there, a little bit here and there, but if you're going over to the Appalachians, going up into the higher elevations, you're going to see some stuff out there you can look at there. You see the yellow there over toward the higher elevations. You go up the higher elevation, you're going to see a little more color. But we'll be updating this here week to week as we go through the fall season. Now, as we go look at our local radar, we're all clear here for the moment. Again, we might see a few showers for today, but nothing too widespread. It'll be pretty isolated there. There you kind of see the clouds there across our area for today. Again, expecting a little more sunshine for Saturday, although you might see a stray shower, especially over in the Smokies and into the North Georgia mountains. A little bit of orographic lift to help a little bit there, but really not looking too bad here for the weekend. Look at your regional map then. You got that stationary boundary there. We also got that kind of inverted trough kind of hanging back. That's a little leftover of the upper level disturbance. Again, that's why we're going to keep the shower threat possible there across North Georgia, especially and into the mountains going into Saturday. But Sunday we'll be looking at a little bit better looking day. Looking at the tropics out there, we're still watching what will become Imelda. And that storm is looks like it's going to come to the Carolina coast. And boy, that's going to be a bit of a headache, I think. The European model overnight stalls that system. I'll show you the model here in an assistant. Umberto's getting its act together, expected to become a major hurricane by tomorrow, but it is expected to remain offshore. Not going to worry about Umberto. That'll continue to stay out there. There's our storms out there right now. Again, you're looking at Umberto kind of spinning around there, looking much better organized, but there, the other disturbance closer to the U.S., that one, again, has still got to get away from the island of Hispaniola before it starts to see its things begin to look better and probably will develop into a storm, I think, probably by late tomorrow if it continues to move up toward the north. So let's go take a look at your regional model again. Couldn't rule out a stray shower for today. Could not rule out a stray shower here for tomorrow as well, so just watch out for that. Again, nothing that's going to wash out your plans, but again, looking pretty decent here for today. Again, you see a few of those showers there going into Sunday as well. So again, not looking too bad. Looking at a pretty good weekend here overall across our area. All right, let's go look at your forecast map here. Let's go ahead and put this into motion for you. Watch that little timestamp there up top as we go ahead and look at our maps from the National Weather Service here as we kind of track on through the weekend. Going into Saturday, looking pretty good. Again, couldn't rule out a shower. Still got a little green there, especially across East Tennessee and North Georgia, but not looking too bad as we go into your Sunday. Sunday, not seeing that there. So Sunday's looking a little bit better than on Saturday. Then we're going to watch and see what happens with this low. You see that low off the coast there. Where exactly does it go? Still remains to be seen. I think once we get an organized depression to kind of for the models to lock in on, we'll have a better idea. Right there, you see it on Tuesday. They're bringing it right up on the Carolina coast and making landfall. The European model wants to go ahead and kind of stall the system off the shore there. If it does that, that can lead to some very, very serious flooding there along the coastal areas there. And then as we go into Wednesday, again, still sitting there all across South Carolina. And then Thursday kind of washes itself out. And then you see that high pressure up to the north there. That's going to cool us down with a little bit of a wedge there kind of coming down the eastern side of the Appalachian. So a little bit of a slight cool down along the eastern seaboard briefly before we return to above normal temperatures. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at your forecast here for tomorrow. Looking at 81-64, fairly seasonable. Again, couldn't rule out a stray shower there in Chattanooga. Better rain chances, we'll say 30 to 40% as you head over toward the mountains and North Georgia areas there going into your Saturday. Daytime overnight lows tonight, a little bit cooler by a couple degrees. Looking at some low 60s out there for most locations. So a couple degrees cooler than what we saw for this morning for many locations. And daytime highs for tomorrow, again, upper 70s to low 80s. A little more cloud cover over toward North Carolina and over toward, say, Dahlonega and Hiawassee. Might see a few more showers over that way, but otherwise looking at mostly sunny skies over toward East Tennessee and the northwest sections of Georgia looking pretty good. Regionally looking like this: 84 in Nashville, 86 in Jackson, 86 in Columbus. So we got the storms there from Charlotte down to Jacksonville. That's because that stationary boundary is going to be stuck there along the eastern seaboard as we wait to see what those tropical systems are going to do. And the next 7 days looking like this, again looking pretty good. Notice the trend is downward. We go back into the upper 70s into Thursday and Friday. That's not bad. Overnight lows generally holding in the 60s. So really not looking too bad. Not expecting that storm or the tropical system to push far enough west to kind of get into East Tennessee or northwest Georgia. Northeast Georgia, different story. We'll have to see about that and watch the system very closely. And of course, I'll be doing updates on the North Georgia Majestic weather page here throughout the weekend to kind of keep updated on what's going to go on with the tropics. Again, appreciate you all checking out the channel. Again, if you have not hit that like and follow button here on the Talking Live Broadcast Channel Facebook page, please do so at this time. Give it a like. And if you're watching over on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future updates. All right, that's y'all's update for today. You guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. You guys take it easy. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.